previously on Heroes of Might and Magic 4. Basically, we had just started the mission and the scenario, and the campaign, I mean. Now, before I do anything else, allow me to review all the stuff and re-familiarize myself with a few of the things. The ultimate goal in this place, I believe it's Melada, is to get the Altar of Light. To do that, I need to get the monastery, or the barracks. I will probably get the monastery. And to get the monastery, I require the abbey, which I will build. Alright, that all looks good to me. Now let's go to my town of High Wycombe. And I'd like to get the city hall for extra income. I need 2,500 pieces of gold and some more ore. Surprisingly, I have all the crystals and gems that I need. Alright, trade away some mercury for both gold and ore. All of it. I need more money. And I want it now. I will trade all the excess resources that I can, or rather that I need to. Perfect. We've acquired the city hall. Alright. That should do it for this turn. I don't think there's anything I really want to do with this guy. I could fight the sprites if I wish to die, but that is not the case. There's nothing really to gather or go through or anything, because everything's guarded by creatures and he's by himself, so we'll leave him there for the time being. Alright, now we'll collect some wood and capture this mine as soon as I move this guy out of the way. Not him, no. Yes, that's right. I want the squires to be in Lysander's army. But first, let's capture the sawmill. Alright, now let's move the squires. This entire thing was a pain in the neck. I want to put him in a more protected spot. Alright, now let's merge his army with Doreen's. And bring Doreen into the party as well. Alright. 9 pikemen, 97 squires, and 85 archers. Unless I'm reading the numbers incorrectly. This is a lower quality than you will see, as you will soon see. I could get some more pikemen. No, first to build something. Alright, now I can get the city hall here as well, but I'm completely out of gems and crystals, so that's not going to happen. By the way, the Altar of Light has been disabled for some reason. I have no idea why. Okay. We will get squires, pikemen, and archers. So that this guy has some forces to use. I don't want to leave him stuck in this place for any longer than he has to be. There are things to do, places to go, heroes to destroy. Okay. With Lysander we should be able to take out the leprechauns. But first let's get the chest, it's totally unguarded. 1,000 experience, and a level up. He's level 4. And we could get him basic combat, or either advanced tactics or offense. I think I'll go with combat, so that he can become a general. Doreen will of course take basic resurrection after leveling up to level 2. Yeah, that looked like a loose pile of wood, but it's actually attached to the sawmill. There's a backpack lying around. Let's loot that. I guess let's give these reinforcements that Mullock just picked up to Lysander. There's no real reason for him to have them. He can actually get the backpack too, and then give the vial of blinding smoke to Lysander. Not that I really expect to use any of these potions. That should do it. He can keep the bag of gold. Alright. Doors are built a mile on the spot. Perhaps if I conquered them, I could get extra gold every day. But I don't want to fight dwarves. I don't know how strong they are, and I don't want to find out. Instead, let's visit the water wheel to get gold for free. Well, at least for free for me. It comes out of the water wheel keeper's pocket. There's more things to do at Lanceros, but I really don't want to trade gold for crystal, but I will do it. No. What am I thinking? If there's anything you never trade for anything else, it's gold. You trade other things for gold, not gold for other things. I really don't know what to build at this place. Because I want the monastery. Did I build the monastery? No. I'll get the Abbey at High Wycombe so that I can build the monastery at some point. Alright. As for Lysander, we can take on a chest, and then I suppose some leprechauns. They're in my way, after all. They choose to flee. I will not let them. I need experience. Alright. Lysander's shot is actually a relatively decent strength for being a single person. Even though my archers destroy an entire stack in one shot. Melee move. No. There's no reason to get Barine engaged in combat. Oh no, we lost 2 squires. There goes another one. These guys are almost as weak as peasants, so I'm not really concerned about losing any. Besides, Doreen needs to level up, and we'll take advanced resurrection. Alright, in a challenging game of wits, you tricked the leprechaun into giving you 5 gems. To your surprise, he is so impressed that he also gives you gold every week, or something like that. Alright, what do we need from this guy? It's a quest game. Oh dear. We came to the door of Adamos, a famous holy man and recluse, around noon. Lord Lysander approached the door himself, unarmed to show the wise priest respect. I remained behind with the horses, watching closely as the door opened. The man on the other side took up the entire doorway. His long, flowing hair fell over his broad shoulders, and I noticed some wine stains on his plain tunic at the point where his prodigious stomach bulged against the cloth. Without even greeting Lord Lysander, the man looked over his shoulder into the house and bellowed, "Adamus, another knight has come to supplicate himself before you and beg for your holy wisdom." "Tell him to come in," the soft reply came from the back of the house. "That's your name. What is your name, Sir Knight?" asked the burly man at the doorway. "I might as well know the name of the man who interrupted my lunch." I could tell by the position of my lord's shoulders that he was quickly growing... okay, I missed that. "He is Lysander, Lord of Palaedra, and you have a rude tongue for a common guard," I exclaimed. Surprisingly, the big man laughed at me and gave me a playful nudge on the shoulder. "Come in, both of you," he said. Guard swept his arm toward a table in the middle room. Although there were 4 chairs, there was only one plate adorned with a roasted leg of a boar, a wheel of cheese, a loaf of bread, and some fried potatoes. 2 open bottles of wine sat at the center of the table. Lysander sat as far from the food as possible. As I walked by the guard, he bumped my shoulder again. "I'm twice your weight, sir. What were you going to do if I didn't let you in?" he said, grinning. He had teeth like a horse. "I would have asked you to step outside, sir." Again, the large man laughed heartily. The big man served us shares of the food without asking if we wanted to eat. The slice of boar he slapped on my plate was larger than any normal man could stomach. Then the guard introduced himself simply as Proetho. We talked with him about the political situation in Peledra and then explained why we were seeking Adamus' help. Proetho seemed impressed to have the leader of Peledra at his table, but still not as impressed as he was with the juiciness of the boar. We ate what we could of the feast, and then Proetho finished the rest. Finally, the big man stepped into the back of the house to consult with Adamus. "Could this man be Adamus?" I asked. Since we hadn't seen the wise man yet, I was beginning to wonder if he existed. "I hope not," Lysander said. A short while later, Proetho appeared again. He crossed his arms and rested them on the bolt of his belly. "Adamus is praying and cannot be disturbed right now. Sorry. He wants you to know, however, that he is aware of your situation, but that he wonders if you want to retain control of Peledra for selfish reasons. Or are you truly a servant of the people as you claim?" Lysander came to his feet and said, "I am, but I must prove that Sir Wharton is not." I really need to leave myself a little more time for this stuff. Okay, we have things to do with Mullich, but what they are, I have no idea. Probably gaining some units to trade to Lysander. There's actually quite a few here. Basically, the gist of the other thing was that we have to go get something for Adamus before we can move on. In the meantime, let's before I look, let's just trade the gold away for crystals, because I don't have any crystal income. We could get the alchemist's lab if I were brave enough to fight dozens of magi. Let's just end the turn for now. Alright, that's Proetho. Level 11 priest. Quite impressive, really. Alright, let's just grab the loose items. If I'm ready to fight dozens of zombies. Undead and difficult to destroy. Alright, let's do it. They flee. Well, let's not allow them to. Okay, so I'm guessing that dozens is between 20 and 50, like lots was in the previous games. Okay, I'm not scared of these guys at all. I don't even need to cast any spells. 31 damage. Takes out the We'll engage the pikemen now. I love the fact that they can stab them from too far away to be retaliated against. I did not mean to move my hero. That's alright, he'll be fine. Although I will cast a spell on the squire so that I don't lose any. A second misclick. Okay, I didn't lose anything anyway. But really, I need to be careful. Okay, let's grab the chest. For plenty of experience. Let's give him advanced combat to make him a general. The class ability gives all friendly creatures extra morale. Quite happy with that. Let's also grab the vial of binding liquid. Let's also grab some extra crossbowmen. 10 wood and 500 gold. Sounds good to me. I'm not visiting the peasant huts. Okay, I do want to get to this cornered city and visit all kinds of stat buildings and everything. The Altar of Light has been disabled at High Wycombe as well. This is really confusing me. I have no idea why that is. Maybe it's because I'm not allowed to build it here? I'll trade some wood for crystals, not gold. Not again. And I need what? More crystals. Of course I do. Maybe some sulfur. Yes. I want the monastery. Thank you. That's much better. Okay. I was polishing Lysander's breastplate while he studied a map of the area. 4 specific towns had been marked on the map. Each was located near one of the gold mines that had been captured. Even though he had sent several letters to the nobles ruling those towns, he received no reply. Lysander's fist came down so hard on the map that he nearly crushed the small portable table underneath. My own people are sending me warnings to stay off their land. I'd like to throw them all in jail. Why don't you, sir? I asked. If he had just mustered all of Peladra's army, it would have been a simple task. I can't! It's just what Wharton wants me to do. These nobles are too influential. If I attack their towns, they will call me a usurper and drum up the support they need from the other nobles of Peladra. The mines belong to Peladra, but I gave these men the land they built their towns on. I can't take it back without alienating myself from everyone. You're just going to leave them alone? I asked, stunned. Lysander had always been the proactive type. He never let our problem remain unsolved for long. Oh, believe me, if they're foolish enough to march an army against me, I'll teach them a lesson. I just can't touch their towns. Not yet. But we're going to take the mines, right? I'm not about to let Wharton have that gold, but Wharton's flunkies, the other knights, I can take them. Something like that. Okay, so 20 to 50 orcs, I think. No melee penalty. I'm just checking out the creatures before I actually fight them. 20% hit points. It's a deal. Will they run? Let them. Extra experience, of course. A level 4 priest. I'm not going to give her basic combat. An Emerald of Speed. Interesting. Alright, we will recruit some extra squires, even though it costs me money. Okay. I suppose we'll tag all this stuff. And then what? I don't know. This seems to be the most important place we could possibly be at the moment. We'll recruit as many high-tier units as we can. Which means 4 monks and 2 pikemen. How impressive. Librarian quietly explains the long list of rules here at the library. However, all that matters is that you're quiet and you pay them money. Lots of money. More money than I care to pay. I don't know if I'm going to go there yet, but first, let's get the rest of the units, because they're more important than studying at the library. Or are they? Probably not. Scores of leprechauns. Guarding Cloverfield and 2 piles of gems. I suppose I might attack him with Mullich. He's only level 1. Well, we'll deal with that later. Instead, we won't visit the library. We'll attack some leprechauns. This looks more like scores of them. All that's left is a hat. There's nothing for any of my units to do until the leprechauns have moved. Alright. Shoot them down. Can I? Yes, I can hit the stack of 17 with 17 pikemen. Now that tickled. 68 of them. No problem. I'd like to have gotten the sawmill this turn, but I guess I won't. I have a little extra gold, so I'll get some squires into Milich's army. I'll also rearrange it a little bit. And yes, I will fight the leprechauns. Alright, so scores of them is between 50 and 100, I'm going to guess. Only 7? I guess it's only 5 monks. And the combat bonuses that Mulich gives are not as good as Lysander's. So I really shouldn't expect that much. Oh yeah, by the way, I probably shouldn't have bothered to put Mullick in such a defensive position because he doesn't have anything to shoot anything with. I really hope I don't lose any pikemen. 15 hit points left, and he's got no spells. Well, I'm sure he'll survive. As long as these leprechauns don't hit them. Of course, there's only 2 of them left. Alright, let's move the squires into the fray. Low morale for 2 stacks of leprechauns. I wanted to say both because the other one was just so insignificant. And again, so there's a stack of 2. Alright, no losses. Total of 6 gems acquired. And some extra luck. Lovely. Scores of sprites. I'm feeling brave and adventurous, but I won't attack him until I've reinforced his army a little bit more. So let's run back to whatever that town is called. High Wycombe. Alright, this is High Wycombe. The one in the lower left is Melada. And the one in the upper left... I'll find out. Okay, I could get the Order of Paladins. But I don't have the resources, so I'll ignore it for now. I will get the sawmill and the loose piles of wood, and I won't be tricked by that pile of wood that's actually attached to the sawmill. Okay. Lanceros. Oops. Melada is the one in the upper left. Lanceros is the one in the lower left. Alright. Extra pikemen, extra crossbowmen, and extra squires. I don't know why it doesn't automatically stack with the units. Okay. Leprechauns or sprites? Well, I want the ore mine, so let's take the sprites. It's quite a few of them. And they're quite fast, despite the fact that they're very weak. They will reach both my squires and pikemen By the way, moving my hero in front was actually intentional, because I know they won't be able to kill him, and I don't want them to kill any squires. Because I just don't want to suffer any losses at all. Or if they could kill Mullich, I would be mildly disappointed in him. Okay, I can't shoot the stack of 20. I'll lose a squire. Or 2 of them. Okay, he couldn't kill 7 sprites. That's alright, the pikeman will take over for him. Your mine is not mine. So we gain 3 crystal and 700 pieces of gold from the loose piles of resources scattered around. Then he turns to flee and will use auto combat. That was not very effective. 8 squires lost. At least we got a sulfur mine. Okay, we'll get the chest next turn. Alright. I suppose we could get... nothing at Lanceros. I want the Altar of Light, but it's disabled. This is going to irritate me for ages. Because I don't know why it's been disabled. Whether it's because I built something I shouldn't have, or because it's scripted, or what. Seminary's also been disabled. I guess that's because I built the Abbey. Or is it because I have both the Abbey and the Seminary here? So many questions. I know why the Ballista Works are disabled. That's because I have the guardhouse. Before my frustration sinks in too deeply, let's end the turn. Alright, now the ore pit is mine. Also 12 loose units of ore. Okay, first let's visit the town to get some extra reinforcements because they respawn. The unit growth occurs every day, which I don't understand. I will trade away lots of resources for crystal because I don't have any crystal income and I have enough income from other sources. Let's get a single monk. And then a few other units. That's all. And we can't reach the leprechaun, so I won't bother moving him at all. Level up from the chest. Basic melee. Or advanced defense. Or even expert combat. I'll get advanced offense, because I have more units than the value by which I deem Lysander's offensive abilities, or something like that. Alright. First, let's get the rest of the monks, the last pikemen, and a few more of all the other units. Merge the stacks. That's really bomb. And so is the fact that the Altar of Light cannot be built. Build it equals no. Why? Oh well, let's get some extra gold so I can buy something else. Save 10 wood and 10 ore. Alright, will this do it? The Order of Paladin. No, I traded away too much ore. Of course I did. Let's just get rid of these leprechauns because they're getting on my nerves. Well, they're not getting on my nerves, but the building structures are, I must take it out on something, so allow me to vent on the leprechauns. They disappear into their hat. The music in this battle is so dramatic, as if this was going to be hard at all. 19 leprechauns at 8 hit points apiece. That's really a joke. High morale for squires and pikemen. Very well, I'll take out the leprechauns. This fight's over. You will become a level 2 knight. Alright, basic leadership sounds good. Another songbook. Another 12 wood. No peasants, I don't want them. Let's visit the flag. Alright, there are scores of griffins there. Okay, the shrine teaches speed. By the way, I'm not fighting the scores of griffins. I'll let you in on a little secret. I had to redo this bit because I died. Griffins have 150 hit points each, as opposed to in the previous games in which they had like 20, 25. By the way, we could have someone learn basic nobility, but I don't know if I want them to do that, because I don't think that nobility is a skill that I want to take up any of my skill slots with. Okay, at Malata, I suppose we could not build anything because there's nothing there that I want to build. Well, there is, but I don't have the resources to build it. Well, Malich gets a longbow. Increases hero's ranged attack by 5, but I believe it has a range penalty, whereas the crossbow does not, so I'll let them keep their respective ranged artifacts, which are actually just weapons, not artifacts at all. Okay. Malich can have some units, but he's going to be picking up a lot of them while Lysander is doing all kinds of things, so he won't get very many. Like, half the monks, that's alright. No, I do not want to dismiss the monks. I suppose since he is weaker, I can give him about half. I don't want him to die. Plus, I'll have Lysander visit other buildings, towns, where I can recruit more creatures. I suppose that looks good. Plus, I want the monks in the more defensive location. I meant to put Doreen in a more defensive location. Spot in the army that is less reachable, because it's in the back. There's so many buildings that I have no idea what they do. I suppose I'll send Malich to the magic well for some reason. Although, I could have him learn basic nobility because I don't really care about his skill slots as much as Lysander's. And I want to know what it does. We'll build the Order of Paladins, finally. Only at Malata, though. Or was that Lanceros? Yes, it was Lanceros. We'll build stables at Malata. 10 wood, no, never mind. Well, the Knight's chapter does require it, so I will. Of course, Mullich can't reach the Beastmaster's hut. Oh well. Lysander gets more units in his army. And that pleases me. Of course, I can recruit all of them from here, but I don't really care. It's an interesting feature about Might and Magic, Heroes of Might and Magic 4. I suppose we could get the Holy Cathedral level 2. Doreen needs extra spells. I don't know how to interpret the value of any of the spells, though. A Gate of Hopelessness. Well, that sounds dreary. Let's go into it. How convenient. It lets out right at High Wycombe. Okay, so a Dream Teacher gives me a one-time boost to experience. Well, that's actually quite enticing. After slaying a few satyrs, or those... I believe they're called satyrs? Or are they... I forget what the word is. What are they? First, let's go to High Wycombe, recruit some extra units. I'm very efficient with my movement points, as you can tell. Not. Alright, let's just kill them. Whatever they are. Okay, that's actually quite a number of them. Only 5 went down? To 109 archers? Lysander didn't kill any. Okay. I need to remember satyrs are incredibly strong. Maybe I can cast something defensive. Spiritual armor on squires, maybe? No. Let's instead bless the archers. Or the monks. The monks. They deal more damage. Okay. Squires can't do anything, so let's move them a step forward. Now they can hit the satyrs. Only 6? No, that's 26 squires. Okay. Let's bless the archers now. I need all the damage I can get. I should probably target the sprites, even though I need the satyrs to die. Half of them fall. Oh joy. I guess I don't really care. The squires are dropping like flies, then let them. 36 hit points apiece. That explains a few things. Wow. I only killed 4 with my pikemen. That was some kick. I don't want to attack with the monks. Well, at least I got a stun on the leprechauns. Okay, I can now start casting spiritual armor on... Maybe not. How about another blessing on the pikemen? Okay, I need to stab the satyrs. 9 left. Let's get rid of the sprites, though, because they're in the way of my monks. Okay. Please don't hurt me. Are you kidding? Okay. Finally. Alright. I guess it wasn't that bad. At least Lysander got a level up. I mean, I only lost like 65 squires and Doreen, but she'll be resurrected soon. Yeah. She got no experience from this battle. I have quite a few potions. None of restoration. Although I have potions of immortality. Those will be useful. Okay. Mullich has learned basic nobility. Maybe he can flag some stuff for me? Get some more units from the places that have units in them. What are those called? Like, I don't know. There's pikemen in this one. It's a guardhouse. Yep, half range. 8 damage. I'm too used to Lysander. Dealing more like 30. They'll be able to retaliate against the pikemen, won't they? Yes. Oh well. They won't kill me. No big deal. Now we can recruit 9 extra pikemen, so even if I had lost any, it wouldn't have been that bad. I don't want to fight any more satyrs at the moment. I could get some extra squires, though, as useless as that sounds. Yeah, I've been to this library. Okay, I really want to get to Malata. I suppose I could stop by and grab some crossbowmen on the way. But why bother? It takes too much time to make random stops that build up your army and help you along the way. Clearly, I'm thinking straight. Whatever the case, there's nothing to build here. Unless, perhaps, I got some extra crystals? Which I don't do next turn because I have no crystal income. Okay, it's just a band of satyrs. Mullich can probably take that, but first let's grab some extra units. The squires, yeah. 15 of them now. Oh, and the crossbowmen. That way Lysander doesn't actually have to pick them up, and Mullich can transfer them, score the crossbowmen, that is, to Lysander. Okay, we have a window of the Magi here. Magi. Oh look, a red hero with, not that much, but some units that I would prefer him not to have. Oh well. That looks like a battle that I could not win. I'll let you in on a secret. I didn't win that battle, so I'm not going to do it again. I'll let this army of whatever's run. Okay. I have quite a few resources, so I could probably trade stuff to be able to get the monastery here. Alright, gems for crystals. Okay, ore for crystals. I need 2 more. Wood for crystals. Yes. Even though I need wood for stuff. But I'll trade some for gold as well, because I believe I need 6,000 pieces of gold. Only 5 wood remaining. Or do I need more? It might be 6,500. Or 6,250? Yes, that's what it is. Alright then. That I'm happy with. The local temple resurrects Doreen. Thank you so much. Alright, let's hire what few units we can. First, let's get the units from the outlying post. I can't for the life of me remember what to call that. Now let's get 9 pikemen out of 20. In the meantime, I suppose we can clear some mines. Wolves which to fight. And sprites. That is actually quite a number of them. More than 90 sprites and 60 wolves. I don't know whether to target the sprites or the wolves, but I guess because the sprites are weaker and they have no retaliation, I'll take them down first, with the archers as I have done. Well, that was actually far easier than I thought. The wolves strike twice, so I do not want to get in melee combat with them. I'll even sacrifice some squires to avoid that. Not anymore though. I lost like 6. No, 5. And Doreen resurrects 1. Lovely. Okay. Let's capture the ore pit for extra income, and before we get anything else, let's grab the bag of gold. So, we entered a quiet village and tried to purchase an apple from the vendor, only to discover that it cost 70 gold. You refused to pay, but soon realized all the prices in this town are outrageous. It seems the town has access to a bag of gold that is causing all this inflation, so when the mayor asks you to secretly steal the bag from them, you are more than happy to oblige. 500 extra gold per day. Thank you. And some extra ore this turn. Yeah, there's nothing we're gonna build. Too expensive. Because of all the inflation we've just caused by taking the bag of gold from the mayor. Actually, that's not how it happened. No one can tell for sure what's locked inside a Pandora's box, so take care when you open one, and get 5 of every resource, 10 wooden ore, and some money. 6,000 pieces of gold, I think. Doreen gains a level up, and I want to get spirituality, but I'll stick with resurrection for now. I want my units back after they die. Of course, the best that I can get is 50%. Alright, let's trade off some squires, because I ran out. Also, let's give Mullich a few more monks. He's earned them for bringing me some units. I suppose he can have a few pikemen as well. And that should do it. Of course, I could give him some artifacts, but I don't care. Forget it. No. Mullich. I guess let's take out the centaurs. They flee? Well, let's take care of them. Oh yeah, they're ranged. There's really not much strategy involved in this battle. I'm gonna get shot at, and I'm going to shoot them back. Of course, if they got low morale. Then again, I did manage to lose a pikeman. Oh well. I have 31 more. Though that's really no excuse for not having 32. As soon as we can, we'll take over the Alchemist's lab, and I suppose we'll visit the Beastmaster's hut on the way to Malata. With 10,000 pieces of gold, I could probably buy something worthwhile. Though I'll do it in a... yeah, in Lenceros. For extra gold, and because I have the extra resources, I'm just going to trade them immediately for crystals. Yep, everything, because I have income on everything except for crystals. And some sulfur. A lot of sulfur. I think that does it. Alright. Let's end this turn. And now continue on the way that we had before. The alchemist agrees to give us either mercury or 500 pieces of gold per week or day or something. So I can learn basic combat with Doreen again, but I'm not going to. It'll offset the complicated design of her skill arrangements. In her hero screen, that is. Okay. I'm going to leave some pikemen behind for Mullich to take. Not that many, though. Though I'll take the monks. And I will recruit all the archers and just crossbowmen, I mean, and take them. He can have the squires, maybe. I don't really care about doing business with the lighthouse. Alter tactics, eh? Okay, cool. Mullich gains advanced leadership. For free. So, because I can't get the Altar of Light because it's been disabled, I'm going to get the Champion Guild thing. In order to do that, I need to get the Citables, which I will not bother to do for a little while. With Mullich, I'll tag the Lighthouse and grab the Campfire. Extra golden ore. Okay. Let's grab this chest. And donate the gold, of course. Wow. An extra 6 offense. Offense. I don't mean to be offensive. We also got some potions. And I'm utterly taken aback by all the stuff that's just randomly there. Well, that's brilliant. Lysander levels up. Wow. Hey people, sorry about the drastic change in environment, but apparently there's a content ID match for one of the music in the Heroes of Might and Magic 4 videos. So I need to take a brief interruption from that, just so that the content ID doesn't get matched up. I feel like the claim is bogus, because whoever owns the copyright to that should be Heroes of Might and Magic 4, otherwise there would have been a big fuss over that, and there clearly wasn't. But I'll get back to the game now, and I'll take one more brief interruption, but anyway, enjoy the rest of the video as soon as I take the second interruption, just to make sure that there shouldn't be any problem with the music on there, because it's really good, but for the next part I'm actually not going to use music from the game. I might make my own or something. Anyway, back to the game. Expert tactics, expert combat, or basic archery. I'll take the archery. As for Doreen, I think I'll give her basic spirituality for the extra life magic prowess, I suppose. I want to get rid of that army, but I won't be able to do it right now. Alright, here's my second interruption. I don't have anything else. Wow. I don't really have much else to say after what I said before. But I don't know. I guess enjoy the rest of the video. What there is of it. Because hopefully I won't have to deal with any more content ID matches with that thing. I'll check over it. I might need a third or fourth interruption at some point. Oh sweet, an MP44. But anyway, just get back to the video. Enjoy. I think what I'll do, I should be able to grab this backpack without being attacked by the pack of hackers over there. Okay, whatever the case is, I got an axe, so I can give Doreen the sword. And what I'm going to do is send Mullich over to where Lysander is, join their armies, and then I'll take on that army. Okay, this should be the last one, but yeah, I did have to cut it out, but I hope you guys realize that this is as annoying for me as it is for you who are trying to watch the actual gameplay of Here's a Might and Magic 4. I'm truly sorry, but this should be the last year. Anyway, enjoy, I hope. And then we'll go exploring around this place. There's a shipyard, so I guess that's kind of important. The Hunger Door. Wow. Okay. Scores, dozens, and a company. Well, of course Mullich is one step away, so let's instead move him to get some extra units. The pikemen for one. Can't get the Altar of Light. Why not? I need extra gems, crystal, and probably more gold. So, guess what I'm gonna do. How much crystal did I need? 15. I know I need 2 more gems. One more crystal first. I suppose I'll leave it at that for now. But let's get the rest of the units. There's no reason to leave them here, except for the squires. I don't care about them. They die too easily. Do I even want to have Lysander move to meet with the army? I guess so. Okay. Merge the archers. And the monks. Move them to defensive locations. Merge all the other stacks. And move Doreen in there. I really should have her farther back and Lysander farther up, but whatever. You can see the formation of the army in the lower right. Okay, so the only thing I'm lacking is gems. Let's fix that. For some ore. And some wood. I will get the gems that I need. And we will build the Altar of Light. Mission accomplished. Brilliant. Okay. Next. Let's get rid of this neutral army. Dozens of Medusas, scores of orcs. Ugh. Medusas and their stone gaze. I'm very afraid. Okay, there's 29 of them. And a load of orcs. Well, at least we got rid of the bandits. Or are they called rogues? Oh gosh. Sorry, Mullich, but you weren't that important. Apparently. Well, it seems the bandits have retaliation against them. I definitely need to get rid of those Medusas as soon as possible. Can I cast a spell offensively? No, not really. Not really. Not at all. Basically, forget about it. There's only 3 of them left. Well, I should cast something, like either Bless or Spiritual Armor. I'll be defensive. Okay, lost 1 squire to the Medusas. I'm not so afraid anymore. Okay, I can't kill the Medusas yet. 82 pikemen is quite a force to be reckoned with. Okay, nooses are gone. This battle is too easy now. Okay, granted I lost 2 crossbowmen and 11 more squires after I said that, but hey. Alright, we have squires resurrected, although Doreen couldn't have done anything about the crossbowmen. Or Mullich, for that matter. Whatever. Let's get the extra experience. Although, I really want Mullich to have that too, so I suppose I'll return to the city. Actually, here's what I'll do. I'll split up the army into something like what I had before, so that Mullich has a few units. And then I'll move that army into the city so that Mullich gets resurrected, and Lysander and Doreen don't have to go there themselves. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, run back. For your life, or for the life of your hero. Lysander and Doreen can get the chest so that Lysander can level up. That's the most satisfying part of this game. Of any hero's game, really. So do I take Expert Combat, Advanced Defense? Advanced Defense, because it benefits all my heroes. I'm not getting her basic combat. You see how uneven that looks in her skill slots? No. I suppose I'll give her Master Resurrection or Advanced Healing. Master Resurrection. More units, if they die anyway. Of course, you can't resurrect much more than 50%, I think. Wow, this army is going to take ages to get there. Extra experience. And a couple more potions. And then this Emerald of Speed. I think these random things are a bit excessive. Not to the point of being that annoying, but it's a bit excessive. By the way, there's an angel available to be recruited. Alright, let's grab the loose resources and the chest. Treasure for the local peasantry, I guess. Let's attack these nomads now. Even though there's dozens and dozens of them. Okay, this really isn't that bad. Except apparently these guys are tough as nails, so this might be that bad. 45 hit points apiece. This is going to be much like fighting about 50 satyrs. Except that I have a larger army now, so... Okay. Spiritual armor on the pikemen. For being on horses, the nomads really aren't that fast. Yeah, I guess I'll send the squires up. If I can hit this stack. And I will. Wait, I can't cast spiritual armor. Oh yeah, I already cast it on the pikemen. Let's do it on the squires. And get rid of 6 nomads. Okay. Moving my melee units in was not actually an offensive strategy, it was defensive. I didn't want my shooters or heroes to be targeted at all. So I lost 2 pikemen and 9 squires, but I got 4 squires back. Basic order magic. This is interesting because it gives me offensive spell capabilities. So I'm going to do it. Doreen has learned Magic Fist from her studies. This greatly pleases me. Because now I can do some actual damage. 36 currently, but hey. For a fee the old warriors will teach you. So be it. Molish is resurrected. Yes. And we can recruit one of 2 angels. You know what? I want 2 angels. So, let's get some more crystals. Trade wood and sulfur. I need 2 crystals, dang it. Oops. More sulfur for crystals. Done. Of course, the angels cost 4,000 gold besides. So there goes my money, but it's worth it. Now, Mullich is not actually going to keep the angels. I'm going to give them to Lysander, because Lysander is the primary hero and is the one who primarily does battle with various creatures, wandering monsters, enemies, heroes. Okay, so there's old heroes at the Veterans Guild. Lysander will learn advanced leadership. Mages live and study in the Ivory Tower. Scores of mages live in the Ivory Tower. If I want to find out what they're hiding, I have to force my way inside. Scores just doesn't sound appealing. I'll grab some extra magic power. I'll visit the Shrine of Magic, which teaches a spell that I already know. I'll send Mullich over to the shipyard. Lysander will accost him on his way there. I'm not gonna build anything. 1500 experience. Extra resources. Extra attack power. A desert hut. For extra movement. Okay. Good for several days. I'll take it. I guess I could put him on a boat now. Mullich, that is. But not before giving him the angels. Okay, so for a lot of resources, mainly wood, I can get a boat. It's worth it though, I'm going to need it. That Altar of Light is so annoying me. So is that one. I don't know why they've been disabled. I'm just gonna have to assume that that's scripted. So that I can't possibly get the Altar of Light in these 2 cities, even though I can get it in Malada. So instead, I will get the Knight's Chapter. For that I need the Order of Paladins, so of course. Yep. So let's buy that for a lot more ore than it's probably worth. By the way, the seminary has also been disabled. I don't understand that either. Okay, here we already have the Order of Paladins, but we need the stables, which we have built. Astrologers declare the month of the Sprite. Alright then. Mullich can return to Malada. Or, sorry, that's Lysander. Mullich can get on the boat. First, let's go to Lenceros, and... okay, we can't build a Knight's Chapter. Whatever. Just bored. Wow. I like that music. Oh yeah, there's random units to pick up at these buildings. Dwellings, that's what they are. Oh, say it. Okay, so a crossbow bolt flies far across the bow of your ship. The bow, bow, whatever. And you see an old man poke his head out and shout, "Go away, you blasted harpies!" A woman's voice chimes in, "And I don't want to see any of those mermaids either." As a reply, you shout, "For the seaman's hat on your head, we'll get rid of those pesky harpies and mermaids." The old woman shouts back, "Done and done!" I hope you enjoyed my old woman impersonation. Okay, this army looks basically like a joke. A total of 12 mermaids. I'm not impressed. Although considering the amount of damage I'm dealing to kill an entire stack, I gather that they have about 28 or so hit points apiece. Maybe it's 38, 30-something, 36. Whatever. Let's grab the random resources and chests that are here. Okay, perfect. Extra resources and a level up. So I can get basic estates. Extra 100 gold per day for the kingdom, plus 10% of the level of the hero. Or basic offense, or advanced defense. I think I'll get estates so that he becomes a Lord Commander, which gives all friendly creatures 2 extra morale. That's better than the General. I'll actually take experience. No, I never take gold from chests. Unless they're level capped, but whatever. I took that extra step to gain some extra vision on the stuff around. Okay, so we can buy an angel if we have more crystals, so let's get more crystals. I'm starved for celestial beings, in a manner of speaking. Let's also get the monks and the crossbowmen, and then the pikemen that we can. Okay, so I could get everything, but I don't want to. Only like 1,000 gold worth of squires. Sorry, I had to say choose governor, because I had no idea what it means, and I still don't. It was confusing me, I had to click on it, blast it. So what is this? Scores of sprites, amusing. Use quick combat. I really don't like doing that. Or I really don't like it when I do that. At least I gained the ore pit. I feel like quick combat is kind of cheap. Or stupid, because oftentimes the artificial intelligence of the computer system is not as good as your own. Or mine in this case. Okay, this is a much more sizable force, but apparently I can still cut through it like dead fishes. What does that do? Hypnotize. What are the effects? Let's get rid of the mermaids. I don't want to see the effects of hypnotize if I can avoid it. Oh dear. Okay. Note to self, avoid getting hypnotized. Well, I suppose I lost 4 pikemen needlessly. Level 4 Lord Commander, well, I'll definitely give him basic offense this time. His units need the bonuses that they can get. Yeah, let's fight the Magi. I'm not afraid. I hope. Okay. My angels can't quite reach them. Well, that's fantastic. They can resurrect. Okay, I'll just move the angels as close as I can. Well, as close as I can get behind cover. No retaliation. Are they melee units? They can't be. They're ranged, right? Are they? I don't need to cast a spell because they're dying. Okay, they can clearly cast spells, but... whatever. They're dead now. A level 10 general. I could learn basic melee or expert tactics. You know what? I think I'll take expert tactics for the unit bonus because the actual speed and stuff of my units, their attack bonus, stuff like that, defensive capabilities, are more important than having one person, or hero in this case, be far more powerful. And just because I can, I'm going to buy essentially the mage guilds everywhere. Okay, the Fountain of Magic is useless. So the gruesome scene before us stopped our horses in their tracks. We could tell by the poor man's expression of pure agony that he had been tortured before they hung him from a tree. The stench of death clung to the air, and the distant squawking of carrion crows warned us that there were going to be more bodies ahead. "Cut the body down," Lysander ordered one of the soldiers. I turned my head as the soldier chopped at the rope dangling some tragic, bloodless monk, only inches from the ground. Wow, that time I left myself too much time. 3 gems, perfect. Okay, we have venom spawn. Dozens of venom spawn. If there's venom spawn here, then let's get rid of them. The venom spawn were waiting for us. From the look of the place, they had been preparing for some kind of ceremony, perhaps one that would destroy the Ankh of Life. I knew where the dark bubbling liquid came in the cauldron came from. I had seen the bodies. So had Lysander. He ordered an immediate attack. Oh gosh. That took 1/3 of his health, and he's poisoned. Venom spawn aligned with death. Let's get behind some cover. Okay. Maybe I can use a potion. That of immortality, in case he falls over and dies. Because if I lose Lysander, then I lose the entire scenario. And campaign for that matter. Ouch. I will heal the angels. Okay, there goes Doreen. And 15 crossbowmen. Okay, these venom spawn are ridiculously tough. Can I do anything? Anything useful at all with any of these potions? I'd rather do direct damage than a debuff to a single stack of units, so I will do that. Okay, the monks are taking damage. I hope my angels survive. Okay. only 9 of them left. This mission is going to have, this fight is going to have so many losses. Hopefully one of them won't be an angel. Okay, we should be alright now. Well, as alright goes. Lost Doreen and a host of friendly soldiers. On the positive side, Lysander leveled up to 11. That's the same level as a Proitho. I've captured an artifact from my enemy. Oh, that's the Ankh of Life, of course. I'll give it to Lysander. And I'll collect all the scattered resources here. Also the backpack. Alright, let's... I suppose we'll get rid of the dozens of mermaids. By the way, there's another angel to recruit at Malata. Or at least I hope you saw that. Okay, so for the 9th chapter, I need money. Probably about 14,000 pieces of gold. Yep, 40 wood and 32 ore. Okay. Let's trade. Mercury for money. All of it? Most of it. More than half of it. But, you know what? I'll have the money next turn. And the difference in units between getting it this turn and next is gonna be like... maybe half of a unit, because they replenish. The growth is every day as opposed to every week, which is kind of annoying because then I want to always go back for more units. But that's okay. In any case, mermaids dying left and right. Squires can be useless and wait. I'll pick out the big stacks. Or most of them anyway. Yeah, the pikemen can get in there. I'm not too worried about them getting hypnotized because they'll kill the mermaid stack. Huh. Keymaster's tent. I suppose I should probably visit that if I can find a place to weigh anchor. Alright. Okay, what can I build at High Wycombe? Nothing, I'm waiting till the next turn. Well, I mean... it's so... enticing. Maybe that one guy could turn the tide of a battle some point. At some random point that I'll never guess in the near future. Then again, maybe it's absolutely pointless doing this. Purely a compulsive move, I dare say. I'm just trading units of stuff. Give me the Knight's Chapter. Prevents the building of the Altar of Light. That's fine, I can't build it anyway. 2 champions available. More money, more sulfur, more wood, more potions. And there's a blessing stone. Okay. Primitive warriors used to kiss this weathered statue before going into combat because they believed the blessing stone granted them luck and courage in their next battle. So you walk right up to the worn rock and give it a big smooch. Indeed. Let's get some experience while we're here and some more ore. Alright, that's an alchemist slab. You know, the other place, I don't think that was an alchemist slab. It was like something else. I don't know what I would call it, or what the game calls it. Which is why I don't know what I would call it. Okay, Keymaster's Tent. Problem with being a Keymaster is that everyone is always bothering you, says the odd little fellow. Come in, and he whispers the words in your ear. He can't learn any spells anyway, it requires nature magic. He doesn't have any magic. Wood and gold. Okay. Increased combat at the training grounds. I may want to visit that place with Lysander, because I think this is permanent. 3 extra attack. I guess he had 10 before. Well, Lysander's at 30, so it's a mere 10%. That still is pretty good, especially when you're talking about MMOs. Which this is not, but still. It's 3 extra attack, I want it. First, however, I want to recruit the rest of the angels and get Doreen healed. Okay, that's better. 2 angels, 4 crystals, that's all I have. It's a deal. More monks, more pikes, more crossbows, no squires. 5 angels. That is monstrous. It's an apprentice's lab, by the way. Okay. You know, there's a lot of treasure over there that I should have Mullich gain. I don't suppose anyone else wants it. Or perhaps Lysander could do that. Because I'm sending him to a ship, and I'm sending him in that direction anyway, so... Okay. Extra potions, resources, and gems. And there's crystals there that I missed! Unfortunately, I haven't noticed that at this point. Okay, 10 wood for a boat, it's a deal. Now I notice it. So fine, I'll waste 2 turns getting the crystals because I have no crystal income. That particular resource is extremely precious to me. Oh dear. Yup, 4 crystals. It's worth 2 days, isn't it? Alright, Lysander's destination is quite clear. Of course, he can't get there in 1 turn, because he's 1 step away. Practically. Temporary bonus to morale, okay. I guess because the boy's bell is encouraging to the army. Maybe more like it points out the fact that we're probably going to be landing soon. Or that we're on the right track, in the right direction. Whatever. We've gotten our 2nd Knight's Chapter. The number of champions we're going to have is going to become quite absurd. Which is going to be extremely powerful. Alright, let's get this attack bonus. Staring into the Oracle's eyes, an image appears before you. 1 out of 1 Oracles, plural, visited. And the place where you have to dig is right there. So let's dig. Which button is that? Venture options? Dig for treasure right there. Treasure is yours, 6,000 gold. I guess that was worth it. There we go. Doreen and Lysander spar with the Master, improving their attack. Well, Doreen needed that, regardless of how much Lysander did not. Advanced nature magic, remember? Doreen can't use that, and neither can Lysander. Whatever. We'll go and get the treasure chests over there. Holy Cathedral, level 3. Holy Cathedral, level 4. And... a Holy Cathedral, level 2. I want all the life spells. I don't know if Doreen can actually learn all of them without having, like, master life magic or something like that. Alright, let's fight these mermaids. That's a lot of them. Oh no. Hypnotize on the angels is, incredibly bad. I need to do something about it, and I need to do that now. Perhaps with exorcism? Yes! And it didn't get a recast. Lysander by himself managed to kill 2 of them. The mermaid face. Okay. Pikemen can take care of 1 stack. Next turn, the angels should take care of the last one. Goodbye. All the mermaids. Basic enchantment. It doesn't seem to be that useful. Maybe basic charm. That doesn't seem very useful either. Doreen, I think you're going to take advanced healing, because basic charm just converts 15% of hostile monsters and decreases the stuff. Or she could become a monk, which I'll do, because I want the extra class thing. Class ability gives her a Chaos Ward 50% resistance, and her melee and ranged are increased by 50% or something like that. I didn't read it all. I hope you did. Okay, so a weak cry for help draws you to a man clinging to some timber. He weeps as you pull him aboard. It's a miracle he's alive. Grateful, the shipwreck survivor gives you a ring of health. Is that what it was? Maybe. There's so much treasure here. There's treasure there too, I want that. Of course, I'm 1-2 steps away from getting back to the ship, so it takes me a whole extra day. Which is a lot of movement points wasted. Alright, let's get the Holy Cathedral level 4 at High Wycombe. Lensross sees the Holy Cathedral level 5. And at Melada, only the 3rd level, but that's okay. We'll get the next 2 levels soon enough, especially with all this treasure that we're getting. Why on earth would the man be clinging to some timber when he could be clinging to a sea chest? Oh well. Mulich, take 2 steps to the left and then stop for the rest of the day. Lysander, you can dock and then visit Melada. By the time you get there, there'll probably be 3 angels. Before we do anything else though, Holy Cathedral level 5. We already have it here. No, I'm not getting the Order of Nature, not if it costs me crystals. Holy Cathedral level 4, Melada. Okay. This time no one pokes their head out the window. Apparently I haven't killed all of the creatures. So, I'll wait. There are indeed 3 angels, but I need 2 extra crystal. So let's get 8 extra crystal, or even more. Not that many, just 13 from wood anyway, and then 5 from the, okay, 4 from the ore, and then 4 from the sulfur, extra from the mercury. That'll do it. I'm now satisfied with the amount of crystals that I have. Let's get everything else because I have the money, even the squires. And that'll do it for this episode. But I'll see you in the next part, where I'll complete this quest. Later, peoples.